Hey, what's up guys? John here. Amazon now has 750,000 robots that they're using and deploying throughout all of their facilities.
Amazon is testing a humanoid robot in its warehouses. The robot is called Digit.
Amazon says it's revolutionizing the way consumers get their orders.
We are reimagining the future of robotics.
What we're witnessing right now is the world of innovation and automation. We're about to witness jobs change to the likes of which we've never seen before.
It all looks cool, especially the robots.
Yeah.
But you do have to wonder about the folks who used to actually have those jobs, like the people.
Amazon insists their data proves otherwise, that they are adding jobs as they are adding robotics. The person who might be lifting those shelves or lifting those totes is a different person. They may now need to brush up on engineering skills or different kinds of critical thinking.
When you look at what Amazon's new robot is doing, just remember this is just the beginning stages of this. In the coming couple of years, automation is going to grow dramatically, and with it, many careers and lives will change. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on so you can prepare and plan in advance for a world of change. I'm going to show you which careers are going to be greatly impacted and which ones are likely not going to be impacted as well. So please hit the like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube's going to share this content to educate other people about what's really going on. And if you'd like to fix your credit, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, any negative item on your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description below this video to schedule a free strategy session. Take a look at this. So, Amazon launches humanoid robot to free up staff. This came out 33 minutes ago. And they said freeing employees up to better deliver for our customers. Said it was testing a new robot called Digit. And they've been working on this for years. And that's true, they have. But look at this. Amazon said it has more than 750,000 robots working collaboratively with our employees, taking on highly repetitive tasks and freeing employees up to better deliver for our customers. For context, they have 1.541 million employees right now, according to this article. So 750,000 robots. At some point, Amazon will realize its robot workforce will do a better job filling orders than humans because robots don't get sick, they don't take breaks, they don't complain, they don't strike, they don't waste time watching TikTok videos, and also they're not going to demand more money as the inflation likely persists, or in the event of another sickness or pandemic or situation like that, if their entire facility, their entire building was operated primarily through robots, that would give them a massive competitive advantage in a world with heavy restrictions. So this is all a situation in which Amazon is going to grow to become a behemoth in the coming decade. We penned plenty of notes over the years, informed readers about the coming massive layoff wave corporations will have to unleash due to AI. Now, there's $2 trillion in corporate debt that has to get refinanced over the next year. So what are we going to see? We're going to see a lot more layoffs, a lot of employees getting laid off, which is going to have a ripple effect across the housing market as well. But you're going to see a lot of companies leaning into artificial intelligence and generative AI and technology and robotics and all these other solutions for this crisis we're walking into. Using data on occupational tasks in both the US and Europe, we find that roughly 2/3 of current jobs are exposed to some degree of AI automation, and that generative AI could substitute up to 1/4 of current work. Extrapolating, our estimates globally suggest that generative AI could expose the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs to automation, as up to 2/3 of occupants could be partially automated by AI. So, what else is Amazon doing? They're working right now. This is 2021, just to show how far back Amazon's reportedly buying 1,000 autonomous truck systems. They've been moving in this direction. Soon, Amazon is going to go from having 1.5 million employees to a fraction of that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Amazon have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 employees in the coming decade. Every single year, they're going to have less and less and less employees. Now, when we look at this, it says, meanwhile, Amazon also said on Wednesday that it was using another robotic system. One of Houston's warehouses, the technology is called Sequoia, uses mobile robots and robotic arms. The company said it would improve inventory management by 75% and speed up deliveries by as much as 25%. Amazon's been investing heavily in technology to automate its warehouses. Last April, the retail giant announced a $1 billion or 950 million pound industrial innovation fund. Agility is one of the companies to receive the investment. Amazon has always upheld that robots and humans can work alongside one another. Collaborative robots involve people. How can we have people be the stars of the spotlight, the center of the show, when it comes to the jobs that we have to do, right? Well, look at this. This is what they're saying. They said right here that we are going to start to see, the GS Macro team estimates AI could drive $7 trillion in global economic growth over 10 years. $7 trillion. This is a massive movement, and these are the careers that are likely going to be most affected. Initially, it's going to be office and administrative support, right, 46%, legal, 44%, architect, engineering, life, physical, and social science, business and financial operations, community and social service, management, sales related, computer, mathematical, farming, fishing, forestry, and then you get down here, healthcare practitioner. You look at what's happening right now with Kaiser Permanente, they are moving into a completely different environment, 75,000 employees, and they said by 2030, this slow push is going to happen and move towards like a home spital type of scenario to where essentially your hospital is your home and your home is your hospital, right? So they're going to be moving towards all this technology, all of these big industries. That's what they're doing. The education system is going to be definitely restructured because of technology. A lot of people are going to be looking at the schools in which they go, the colleges in which they attend, and the careers in which they pursue based on what's happening right now in technology. You have healthcare, and then the least impacted is going to be building, grounds, and cleaning, right? Installation, maintenance, and repair, construction, extraction, production, right? So a lot of the trades, years ago, the trades were a great career. Then a lot of people said, no, engineering and technology is the better career. Then we're going back to where trades are going to be probably more stable. But the problem is just going to be what we're walking into now. A lot of people that are in the trades are older, 45, 50, 55, 60. Over the next decade or so, a lot of them are going to get pushed out. And so what's going to happen is we're going to have a shortage of people in the trades. But I think due to technology, we're going to start seeing a lot of people start to move into the trades. So I think we're going to see a lot of change happen across this economy because of this. Then Amazon's also pledging parcels in 1 hour. So think about this. They're moving the entire business model. This is from BBC News. They're moving the entire business model towards tech. But they're not doing it just because they want to do it. What they're saying is the reason that they are going to be doing everything is for climate, right? It's going to be climate. They said that they're going to be pushing all of their sellers through this new type of emission standard where they have to submit all of their emissions. So if they have robotics and technology and drones and driverless vehicles, electric driverless vehicles and all these different pushes away from emissions like what they're saying, then what's ultimately going to happen is we are going to start to see Amazon using that as a reason in which they need to start only working with certain sellers, and why they need to cancel out a lot of sellers, why they need to restructure their company and make their company a lot more profitable. So they even go on to say right down here, it's really unbelievable how this is going to work. It said companies that want to retain high quality suppliers are apt to help partners meet any sustainability requirement. Corporate giants are offering assistance that ranges from direct funding and better terms to training and access to clean tech. For its part, Amazon said sustainability report will also use its scale, investments, and innovative to date to provide our suppliers with products. They go on to say, but the retail giant also made it clear that there may be consequences for partners that don't measure up. We will continue to look for suppliers that help us achieve our decarbonization vision as we have select partners for business opportunities. Amazon spokesperson declined to comment, but beyond its publicly available materials. In the end, it comes down to the suppliers choosing what works for their business. The suppliers themselves and the suppliers of suppliers have to come up to their own independent decision on how they're going to approach this. All the same companies have to address Scope 3 emissions. Often, they'll go with a supplier that can comply, or who can comply, he said. And for those that don't, eventually, the hard conversation will take place. They're going to fire all these sellers. That's what's going to happen. You have 9.7 million Amazon sellers, that many of which aren't going to be able to meet these new standards. So they're going to have Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3 emission standards. This is how it's going to look. Decarbonization will be filled on the supply scorecard each year. So this is how it works. While Amazon doesn't include suppliers in Scope 3 accounting, it's effectively dealing with this in the way that many other firms are starting to, by forcing suppliers to report emissions to them and set goals at which emission levels can then be tracked against. We know that we have to further drive down emissions, and we must ensure those in our supply chain are making the operational changes necessary to decarbonize their business. So they go on to say everything that's going to be working against all of these Amazon sellers. So when you see all this innovation, just remember, you're going to see Walmart, Target, all the big chains doing it because it's the biggest opportunity for them. Because why? Well, because this is the ethical way for them to lay off millions of employees, right? This is the ethical way for them to lay off millions of employees and to completely restructure the entire supply chain, right? They're going to be taking over this mom and pop market. Mom and pop businesses are still out there. They're still obviously doing, they're doing well, not as well as they were doing 3-4 years ago. But when we walk into what's happening in the next couple of years with robotics and technology and all these new emission standards, it's going to be a really, really, really big problem for a lot of small businesses. But for somebody like a Walmart or Amazon, they can easily say, we're going to cut out doing business with this seller, but we like the business model, we like the profitability of it. So we are going to just recreate this model, and we're going to integrate technology and robotics, and we're going to outsource everything ourselves, or we're going to keep everything in-house, and we're going to push this as the front and center product, right? They're going to be able to do all these different things, and it's already happening. I mean, you have 750,000 robots. Like, this is absolutely crazy. But this is the world we're walking into. Prepare for it, plan for it. If you are a business owner, you should pay very, very close attention to some of these changes, because these changes are 100% going to happen. It's already happening. You want to plan your business in advance. If you're thinking about getting funding, now is probably a great time to get business credit. If you're responsible, if you have a business that it has a lot of potential and you really believe in it, there could be a really big opportunity for you in an age of disruption that's coming ahead. But you need to pay attention to what's going on, because we're witnessing the fourth industrial revolution, and everything that we know is about to change. Welcome to the new normal. Drop your comments below. Let's have a conversation about it. If you'd like to fix your credit, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, any issue on your credit report, we'd love to help fix your credit at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description below this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.